Hello, Fusation. You are watching another live Sports Fusion episode. On tonight's show, we have two high school baseball players here in the 518 Capital Region of New York, James Rubino and Carson Stewart. So, Carson and James, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good, Alex. How are you?
Good. Carson, how are you?
Doing great, doing great.
So, Carson, I understand 2 weeks ago you had Tommy John surgery. So, how are you recovering so far?
So far, I'm doing really well. My range of motion is actually much higher than most people's are at this point in my recovery. So I'm doing much better and just trying to get back as quick as I can.
That's good. So, can you tell us a little about Tommy John surgery for those who don't know, and what exactly do they do in this procedure?
Tommy John surgery is basically when you tear your UCL in your elbow. It can happen in many ways. It can happen from fast arm speed, overuse, like not proper warm up, any stuff like that. And it's a real long procedure. They'll take 3 to 4 hours, and they'll take normally a ligament from your arm. I didn't have that, so they took it from my leg,
Hmm.
and they drill holes into my arm and basically just get everything strung back together.
Mhm. Okay, we're joined here on Sports Fusion with Carson Stewart and James Rubino. So, James, I know Carson's goal for the upcoming season is try to get back to the sport that he loves, baseball. But James, what is the goal for you in the sport of this baseball game?
Yeah, definitely. Kind of taking off like the time I need, rest my arm, and then once we get back into the gym, we got a lot of young guys this year,
Mhm.
so try to get all the seniors to help them get ready for the season, and hopefully win the Colonial Council again, and ultimately go as far as we can in Section 2.
Mhm. So, guys, when you were younger, were you big fans of baseball growing up? We'll start off with Carson.
Oh, I've always been a big fan. My dad's company, Turner Construction, actually built Yankee Stadium, so we would get set up with real nice tickets, and we would go all the time. I've been a huge fan.
James, were you a baseball fan growing up?
Yeah, definitely. Always a big Yankees fan. My dad would take me down 2, 3 times a year, old New Yankee Stadium. Have a fun time. It's always a good time.
hmm Yeah, I love the sport of baseball too. So, do you have someone to look up to in the sport of baseball? James?
Started around sixth grade actually when I first went to LaSalle, and the baseball team is really good, and they had this star lieutenant pitcher called named Dave Roseboom, and they went really far. I went to the state, and he was a stud pitcher. Got drafted out of high school, just got drafted out of college
Mhm.
again too. So I was coming to LaSalle. I kind of was you know um, focus my game on him and try to be as him, like him, like ultimately get drafted and hopefully go as far as I can with baseball. So that was
Yeah.
definitely a big guy I looked up to.
Mhm. So, Carson, do you have someone that you look up to in the sport of baseball as well?
Yeah, well, even though we don't play the same position, I do love Derek Jeter because he's very humble. He's been known as the captain of baseball just because he shows so much class, and just the way he plays the game of baseball is insane. So I've always looked up to him growing up.
Yeah. So, I think we're gonna go to the Fusion rapid fire questions right now. So, James, we'll start with you. Favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant? I'd say Outback Steakhouse.
Okay, Carson, what about you?
Definitely have to say Red Lobster.
Okay. Best bat company for a baseball player? James?
Louisville Slugger.
Carson?
DeMarini.
Okay. Okay, I know both of you are Yankee fans. Derek Jeter or Mariano Rivera? Carson?
Definitely gonna have to say Jeter on his one.
James?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the captain, Derek Jeter.
Okay. And if you could be any fictional character, what one would you choose? James?
I would have to go with the Human Torch.
Okay. Favorite fictional character that you would be, Carson?
I'd be Nathan Scott from One Tree Hill.
hmm And I'm going to throw up a pitch, and I want you guys to swing at it. Pete Rose, Hall of Fame. James?
I think yes,
Okay.
because I can't really match obviously what he did as a player,
That's exactly right.
and what he got in trouble for was not as a player. So I think those should be two separate things, and I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Definitely. Carson, what about you?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with him. I'd bounce off what he said. His career had nothing to do with what he did, so he really should be in the Hall of Fame.
Mhm. Yep, definitely. Okay, guys, before we wrap up this interview, I want to ask both of you, what has been the best advice you have ever received in the sport of baseball that has really helped you improve your sport, your game of baseball? James?
I think I have to be my parents, and just basically whenever I'm pitching and everything gets tough, just keep composure, and you never really know who's watching, and always keep the composure and don't let the other team think they got to you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that'll always keep you in the game.
Carson, what about you?
Me, I've gotten it from my parents and my coaches. It's that, people are always going to doubt you, and I should really use that doubt to drive me and get me to do what I want to do so that I can show them that I could do it.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I want to say thank you for coming on the Sports Fusion episode of Carson. I wish you the best of luck recovering from that surgery, and good luck the rest of summer ball, James, and good luck next school baseball season.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate you having me
Yeah.
on.
So, Fuse Nation, I want you to stick around. At 1:30, we'll have another show. I'll be interviewing the writer at DetroitNews.com, and at 2 o'clock, I'll be interviewing Dave Sims, who is a current Seattle Mariners play-by-play announcer. And at 5:15, Phil Perry, who is a New England Patriot reporter for CSNEE.com. Big shows today. Thank you for watching, Fuse Nation. I will see you in about 15 minutes. Thanks for watching.